Good morning. Greetings from Detroit as well. We finally have restored the roar, so happy about that. So again, this is an amazing event. As John mentioned, we have sponsored a number of their events, about 15 to 17 a year over the last 4 or 5 years. And we do that to bring people together in this way, right? Very intimate setting. And you know, we speak and sponsor at a lot of events, over 100 a year, as well. So a lot of connections, a lot of insights. We sit on top of a lot of trends. I'll share a couple of those with you, some fresh out of the gate ones, as well to help set the stage. But this is a special place. This is almost like you know, kind of end of the year cap or a homecoming for a lot of people as well. You've got a lot of veterans in the room, especially from a search side. I think there's probably about 10 people here that have been in the search space since the inception of search. 3 of those actually are here on our team as well. So again, make sure you're spending time with them. Obviously, search is changing, right? I mean, that's the one constant around our industry, right, is change, right? There's going to be a lot of change over the next year. And again, there'll be a lot of really strong conversations that people have over the next few days. So make sure you dive in, get to know each other, get out of your comfort zone. If you haven't skied before out here, if you've never snowmobiled, again, take a little risk. And for you new people, John mentioned plunge. I don't know if you know this, but at 12:01 at night, there's a plunge pool for all the new people. You just meet right over here. Don't do that. All right. So again, some of the high-level again trends. I'm just going to share a couple of these. We'll share this deck out for you guys to take back to your teams as well. Again, as we work across typically Fortune 300 brands across every vertical, there's a lot that we see as well. So some of the trends, again, some of these might not be necessarily new to you. Right? Some of these might be kind of things that you've been looking at, or maybe that you are putting on a testing roadmap as well. But some of these might be well underway. So the rise of voice overall, again, 20% of global searches will be on voice. That number actually is much, much higher in the US as well. A lot of that is also tied to, again, rising in mobile queries rather than traditional search engines, right? So now we know that people are searching in many different ways outside of a standard search box as well. The other one, big one too, and is Annie in the room as well? So Annie was not drinking last night, but she thought we should have a drinking game over the next 3 days if anyone mentions AI. So it's time to take a drink. But 70% of conversational queries are using conversational language in their search. It's no longer about 1 or 2 words, right? So sure, 14% of all queries are still 1 to 2. But again, the long tail, the conversion ones are people looking for solutions for brands as well. Obviously, AI will power many things. We at AdMedia have had AI built into our tech stack for over 15 years. It's not new to us either. But again, from a rapid personalization standpoint, for landing page optimization, for ad copy testing, for keyword expansion, just to name a few as well, will greatly change the work that we do and hopefully make our lives a little bit easier along the way. Visual search will be obviously on the move as well, and that's again looking at how does really kind of visual assets, right, such as product ads, search ads, play into that, right? Because it's no longer, as John mentioned, no longer just about search, really. It's really about performance in general as well. So again, so the visual component will be, again, front and center for a lot of us. It'll be interesting to see how that plays into consumer behavior with AI, rising across, again, zero-click searches as well, with doing things like dynamic search, with browser wars, which, again, we'll hear a lot out of. Again, we have a lot of strong relationships across those spaces with publishers as well. So again, just a couple those are just a couple. Grab us afterwards. We can certainly share a lot with you guys as we're sitting on top of a lot of data. We have about 1.9 trillion data calls or bid requests a day coming through our platform as well. But how is that going to impact us as marketers, right? So again, it will also mean that content strategies need to evolve and change at a very rapid rate. Not just from a low funnel, but also mid funnel perspective. Will be benefiting through that. Obviously, rising competition, as well as a budget challenge as well, right? So has anyone in the room had CPCs on Google go down year over year? One person, two people. Okay, awesome, right? They're going up. We've been in this space for 29 years, right? On average, we've heard from an engine perspective, brands are experiencing 30 to 70% increases, specifically in non-brand and competitor queries, and brand query volume is also shrinking, right, on engines. So again, some challenges to think about, especially as people are working through budgets as well for next year. How do you do more with less? How do you do more with the same, right? When the business still needs the output, right? You still need to perform, right? We still need to be positive contribution as well. So again, just gets into testing. But hot off some presses for us, just wanted to share some high-level data, right? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, how to keep it obfuscated. Obviously, have some friends in the room as well. But again, working through this across, top mega merchant, across multiple different categories, from fashion to home goods to beauty, as well as one across cosmetics and beauty and skincare, and then also through e-commerce and electronics as well. So we were able to, again, in the face of very fierce competition and elongated sales periods with Black Friday and Cyber Monday this year, improve and grow from a ROAS perspective pretty substantially. Again, just these three alone, again, 26% improvement on ROAS, 17% as well, and then 21% in cost of sale while scaling and performing. So we can certainly kind of talk through those, but let me share a little bit about what we do and how we do it.
The world is facing huge challenges today, calling for brands and performance marketers to evolve every second and reach their customers in more effective and efficient ways.
With AdMedia, we're helping your brand reach over 200 million customers in the US while delivering scalable and unmatched return on investment. AdMedia's proprietary technology stack provides incremental reach outside of the major search engines and ad networks, processing billions of queries monthly on premium sites. And we don't stop there. AdMedia's integrated marketing approach focuses on paid search, contextual marketing, native advertising, mobile, online video advertising, and OTT. With over 2 decades of digital marketing experience across multiple industries, our veteran team is always focused on delivering white glove, full-service solutions steeped in data analysis and cross-channel high-value audience targeting technology.
The way we reach audiences is evolving to engage with customers, and we're here to make sure your brand stays relevant to grow. AdMedia, paving the way into a bright new day.
So results really speak for themselves as well. We all know that how people are searching shopping, again, is rapidly changing, right? Especially if, again, there are forced changes down from a regulatory perspective, which are obviously underway. Everyone's been following the press, the news, what's going on, again, with Google. Obviously, people are pushing to delay that for reasons for monopoly with their own businesses as well on big tech, which is interesting. So again, people are going to be forced to make changes. My recommendation is get ahead of the curve, right? Have a test and learn strategy, if not monthly, quarterly as well. But again, we're sitting on top of a lot of data, first-party data. What makes us unique, again, that data is not sold or shared. There's no way to buy that. through an exchange or to layer that on to other campaigns outside of what we do. And then again, our own tech stack. So we've developed our own full tech stack over 28 years under ad.com, which is our parent company as well. So we've got patents on contextual.com, remarketing.com, and many others. So again, there's a lot we can do from a connected standpoint, cross-channel, cross-device, very robust profile sets. We're full service. A lot of us are former Amazonians, Googlers, Yahooers, IPGers myself. I've been client side, agency side, built a performance practice at IPG myself. Not our first rodeo at all. So between the four of us in this room, again, we have 75 years experience with Andy, Charles, Noreen, and myself in this space. Transparency as well is also available from a brand safety standpoint. We've also been following the brand safety challenges that the Wall Street Journal cracked about a year ago with Google, with ads running in, we'll call them no-no places as well. So again, that's something that I would also challenge people is take a look at those integrations and make sure that those are in place. But we have about 300 segments that we can go deep in. Keyword is still a very important shopping signal, right? Intent signal to buy, but it's not the only one. So we can go incredibly deep with how we target people against that. So again, that's where we do joint planning sessions with our clients, with our agency partners as well. Again, take a risk. We are all, again, financially responsible to make changes at our companies. Push the envelope. Don't leave here without a couple ideas that you can take back to the team, right? If that's a Q1 test or that's just on the testing plan for you, take the risk. But more importantly, have fun as well here, right? Make some new industry friends as well. Enjoy the time here. Unplug if you can. Take advantage of the activities and cocktails and dinner together. So thanks everybody for your time. Have a great day.